This is the Cruise FM Out of Tune podcast with Stacey and Curtis.
So confident.
Yes.
Talking of raspberries.
The confidence is phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's like my job. I just speak with confidence.
Right? This is all an act, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what, though, Curtis?
It's episode 10.
It is episode 10.
It's episode 10. What a milestone, Stacey. What a milestone. Can you believe it?
It's unbelievable that we've had so many episode 10 so far.
Seems like just 6 months ago it was episode 9.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah.
We're stuck in episode 10.
Stuck.
Groundhog Day.
Oh, my God. Except different topics every time.
Right.
And as a very tiny, quick little birthday gift to you, guess what I did?
No, what?
I did some research.
Oh, jeez. Don't do this.
I
to
know.
me.
We didn't want to do research. We do sometimes like to dive into this podcast with no preparation whatsoever.
I got here and I whispered to Zoe that it was my birthday for a completely different reason.
Mm-hmm.
And then 7 people behind me that I didn't know were standing right behind me were like, "It's your birthday!" And now it's a thing.
That's
and
okay.
There's a group Teams message I'm refusing to read.
Well, they're just wishing you happy birthday. I hate to break it to you. It's not the worst. I've never, just a quick sidebar, I've never understood, like, why don't you want people to know or celebrate your birthday?
I don't know.
Are you shy?
It stopped when I was 30. I used to go so hard on my birthday. And then when I hit 30, I was like, I don't want to celebrate this anymore.
Okay, don't be mad, because I did mention your birthday on the radio.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, so like a bunch of other people know.
All right.
Because you know what I did?
Well, great.
What I did say was like, maybe he'll be down for a round of birthday bumps. And then I was like, Kate, let's just rewind to when we were younger.
Yes.
And somebody manhandled you into a very vulnerable position and tossed you up and down in the air, chanting out years that you were born. That's terrible.
Yeah, especially if it's not your birthday.
Is it actually your birthday?
Put me down, Uncle.
Put me down. Anyway.
Yes. Okay.
All
no,
that aside.
I don't know. I like I said, it just used to be such a thing, and then I just got burnt out.
Oh.
Like I used to do huge things for my birthday, as you can imagine.
Yeah, I can see
They
you
were
going hard
they
or
were
going
events, and then when you have kids, right?
Yeah, then
And
the tension goes to them.
It feels weird putting on a huge production for yourself.
Right, when the kids are like, it's my day.
Yeah, when you're like, oh, what are we doing for? Oh, what did we do? We had a Minecraft party. I can't even remember. You know.
Yeah. Exactly.
You start to feel like a horrible person if you make too big of a deal about your birthday compared to your kids.
Well, and I think it's like, you know, you can still have fun on your birthday, but you just don't carry the same level as you might have when you were in your teens or 20s. So
One of my teachable moments was we went, my son Noah and I, he was probably 8, 9 maybe at the time. I think he was Mario for Halloween. And I had this huge elaborate costume, as I do. And we went to the WDM, like, spooktacular night a couple days before Halloween. And everybody was, like, getting their picture taken with me. And
did you outshine your son?
As we were walking out, he kind of had his arms crossed and goes, "Everyone loves your costume." And I was like, oh.
Holy smokes, Dad.
So that kind of bled into birthdays where...
Yeah, just reeled it in a little bit.
Reeled it in. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan.
Okay.
Not a fan. But
Well, let's leave that topic behind.
Okay.
And talk about candy.
Like birthday cakes.
Because this is... Damn it. No, Curtis.
Okay.
This is a topic we've wanted to talk about for a while. And previously we had been like, oh, let's talk about candy. And I was like, no, I really want to do like some digging and some research because I don't just want to be like, what about this? What about that? I have a massive list.
Okay.
And I figured that because of this topic, that we should maybe start off with a question and then just go into like rattling off candies we remember.
Sure.
So what I wanted to kind of ask is, does candy still have the same pull on kids these days as it did when we were kids? Because I think for me as a child, like there was nothing I wanted more in this world than to go to Ralph's Confectionery and buy candy.
I wanted to open with that where I would say no, but it's not the candy's fault. It's the presentation's fault. You don't have those cute little confectionaries anymore. Everything seems so sterile and big boxy, even if it's a confectionery. It's just, for me, it was the packaging.
Yeah, the display.
There would be this crazy display in the corner of this little mom and pop confectionery, and it was just magic, and they had it stocked, and there'd be, a little gold bag of gold nuggets that were the worst.
Oh my God.
The worst gum ever.
Yeah.
And then the big chew baseball. I think
Big
you
League
probably still
Chew?
get that.
Yeah.
It was just this magical wall and nothing but opportunity and
Well, and-
possibility. And I don't see that anymore. Even in like the lake where nothing changes, that wall of candy doesn't exist anymore.
I blame COVID partially because of the elimination of the bins of candy, like the 5-cent candies where you get your own bag and scoop your own. You can't anymore. They pre-bag them for you, which is bullshit. I want to pick all my favorites. And I think too, like just kids going to the convenience store is not as much of a thing because of the safety factor, right? We're not letting our kids just run down the street and go to the store.
Right.
So, they only get to go to candy stores when I'm with them, my daughter, and
then mom's standing behind them harumphing.
Right? Or else
$7
I'm like,
for
pick one thing. Oh my God, why is that $22? Yeah. Because now it's like an Uber specialty almost, this candy.
$7 for a plastic toilet full of suckers. Remember?
God.
All the little...
Yeah.
And there's a mailbox.
Yeah. I actually had, where is it on my list? I want to make sure that I don't like double myself up here. No, that's okay.
I'll let you take the lead because off the top, you're like, I didn't want to just do this and throw things out. That's exactly what I'm doing. So
that's okay.
I will let.
Because that's the thing is like instantly throughout this whole episode, things are going to pop into your head and you'll be like, those things.
What I want for my birthday is you to properly structure this podcast today.
Well, guess what? Happy birthday.
Okay, introduction.
Introduction out of the way.
Webster's Dictionary defines candy as...
I wanted to give a special shout out to start with, I guess, to the coin machines.
Yes.
Because that also is no longer a thing. Where you could pop in a quarter and give it a twist and hope that it worked, because let's face it, they didn't always. Yep. And you'd get a little handful of something that just shut you up. Your parents would give you a quarter, no problem. And those just don't exist anymore.
Some of my earliest memories. I mean, this must have been held over from the 70s. There were those machines. There was like a chicken. Do you remember that? There's
that gave candy?
Giant glass box, and then there'd be like a chicken, and you'd get an egg.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'd get those weird, I don't even know what they are. They're like those fuzzy caterpillar things.
Yeah.
They were all like,
everywhere.
That's all you could get in the 70s, and they bled into the first 5 or 6 years of the 80s before people got rid of them. But where are those now? What warehouse are those sitting in?
Yeah. And then now you're finding them at like a garage sale for $50 where you're like, oh my God, a candy machine. They used to have hot ones for peanuts where you could get like heated peanuts out of one of those machines.
That's crazy.
Guess what else was crazy about those machines is when you have a very handy mechanic type father. I think we might have talked about this previously. My dad, although raised a good Christian, would punch my brother and I some discs that were the exact same shape as a quarter. And he would he could have just been like and like given us $50, but he was still a little parental about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he'd give us like $2 and we'd be able to use them at our leisure. And holy crap, did you just think you had the golden ticket? I was like, this is costing me absolutely nothing, these stale peanuts.
Look at you just justifying it. It's a victimless crime, unless you own the machines.
Yeah, sorry to all those people who are
I hope
breaking their backs filling up that candy.
I hope the owner of the candy machine could pay for supper for his kids with the bad coin.
With the 8 cents that I ended up taking from him.
I totally get it. I've told you the story about how we would go to the exhibition and just get hundreds of those little silver coins from that machine that pushed coins forward.
Yeah.
And then we took them to the one in the arcade in Lawson that used those.
Smart.
Yeah, that was
very
a good
resourceful
story. Yeah, hundreds of dollars.
Just taken.
Yeah.
And no way to track.
And then, they got busted the one day I wasn't there.
Thank God.
Go back and listen to episode 10.
Is that what it was? I thought it was episode 10.
10.
Okay, so I really do feel like the candy industry or presence is not the same. We're doing a lot of online ordering and stuff like that. But just to start off, I guess, I don't know, with the candy shooting, within those 25-cent machines, one of my all-time favorites was the hockey puck gum. And they were shaped like a little hockey puck, and they were black, blue, pink, and yellow.
Yes.
And I don't know what they had on them, whatever, but the reason I loved them so much was because the black ones tasted like black licorice.
Are you a black licorice person?
I love black licorice.
Amazing.
Ouzo, everything, all of it.
Amazing. You, my father, and I love black licorice too.
Amazing. I feel like there's not enough people. Yes. And no, it's disgusting. Guess what? It's not. It's just a very specialized taste, like olives. Not everybody likes
It's a refined
olives.
taste.
It's a refined taste. You're
We
right.
are that Winnie the Pooh meme.
100%.
We're the last box where we're in a tuxedo with a monocle. That's people who eat black licorice.
Okay, and I feel like that's valid, and I'm proud
Our taste
of
buds
that.
have evolved past that of a regular person.
Because guess what?
When people complain, they go, "It tastes like black licorice." Like, what? What an argument.
That's not a complaint. That's a compliment.
What do you think black licorice is going to taste like?
And here's the thing. When it comes to black licorice, if there's ever an assortment of something, like jujubes, for instance, guaranteed those are the ones that are left. You get to clean up because you're like, these are my favorite. Thanks for saving them for me. It's the best.
Yeah.
I feel like we should maybe just jump now because I do have a section on licorice.
Go.
Well, not a section. I think it's just one thing. First of all, shout out to licorice all sorts.
Yeah.
Delicious. My grandma got me on those. But do you remember goodies?
Yep. They're like, were they kind of like nibs?
Like, no, well, they were made by Twizzler,
Okay.
but they were like a little candy covered pellet of black licorice. And they were called goodies.
Yes.
And
yes.
they were like pink and yellow and
Yeah.
orange and green and
Yeah.
blue.
And they felt very weird when you broke them open in your mouth.
Yeah, because it was a lot of candy and not a lot of licorice inside. But my God, did I love those things.
Yes.
And you can't, I think they are called in the US Good and Plenty.
Okay.
But here's the other thing, too. Our discussion on candy is like, this is pretty Canadian. If you open the door to American candy,
We'd be here for days.
exactly. Like, look out. Okay, so that's black licorice out of the way. I love everything black licorice, and you do as well, which I'm happy that we share.
I found out in the States they have something called red vines, which is licorice.
Yeah. Why does it have to be called that?
Boo.
Yeah, exactly. A shout out to Original Chiclets,
Chiclets, yes.
which were also quite often in those 25-cent candy machines, but also just the weird little flat box.
Yep.
And the gum wasn't amazing.
It tasted like soap.
Tasted okay. Well, are you thinking of Thrills?
Yes.
Because Thrills
yes.
taste like soap. Chiclets were fruit.
Chiclets were the colored ones.
Yeah.
You get the there was that one amazing pack that was multicolored.
Exactly.
Oh,
And
great
then they came
memories.
out with mini chiclets. Oh my God. Make them tiny. Absolutely.
Take my money.
Genius.
I
Thrills.
forgot about chiclets. Thrills were the ones that tasted like soap.
And guess Kim Diller, who works here in our office,
Also
she
tastes like soap.
loves that
Oh.
stuff. She does not taste like soap. I've never licked her.
Okay.
Okay, so then moving on to, I don't know, hard candy, garbage candy.
Yep.
That came, you were, I think,
I
mentioning
just
that.
had that this summer.
And they, okay, see, then that's the other thing. We're being reminiscent here, but a lot of these candies are still actually available in some form or another.
You get these specialty candy stores.
Yeah.
And that may have actually been part of the demise of the confectionery. Because I love Waskasoo. Oh, God, I love Waskasoo. And there's Baker's Bungalows, which is near and dear to my heart because that's where we always stayed when I was a kid. And
Yeah.
you know me, and I'm nostalgic and sentimental. So I always go in there, and I remember being there as a kid, and they had that wall of candy, and it was just... The world was my oyster. Do I want the mailbox? Do I,
So
love
many
it.
options.
Such good memories. And it was close enough that you could walk there and you weren't going to get abducted.
Yeah.
If you stayed in Baker's, wonderful memories. And then Pine and Fancy, who I also love, opened up that giant. And you can't compete with that. What's the point of stocking candy?
Pine and Fancy opened in Waskasoo.
Yeah, I don't think it's called Pine and Fancy anymore. But
Yeah,
it was Pine and Fancy. And they have wall to wall all the nostalgic candy.
And they're charging.
They're charged, sure, but it's probably still cheaper for them to bring in hundreds of units than it is for Baker's Bungalows to bring in
True.
one box.
Exactly.
So I think specialty candy stores like that may have been part of the downfall of the local confectionery, where it's probably just not worth it because people are going to go 2 blocks over to the giant specialty candy store.
Yeah, pay a bit more, but I
Yeah.
have all the options in front of me.
Yeah.
I get that.
So
Back
we
to
did it to ourselves.
we
is
did
what
it.
I'm saying.
We shot ourselves in the foot. Bottle caps
Bottle caps.
in a little paper package, and which further inspired a shot if you went to the bar later on.
Yes,
Bottle
sure
cap
did.
shot. Oh my God, that one was so good. We touched on this one a little while ago, the candy smokes. So Popeyes was a thing,
Yep.
and I when I was Googling, I saw an American version, and man, they looked even more like Marlboros
They probably were just Marlboros.
with a bit of sugar.
Just a little bit of sugar on the end, on the rim,
Oh my God!
what's the drink we put the sugar in?
Margarita?
Tequila?
Margaritas have
Yes.
salt or sugar, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the gum ones, too, that were just like sticks of gum that looked just like a cigarette. And if you blew, the powder blew out the end.
That messed me up. Because I didn't know that, like, that's reverse smoking. You don't blow it out, right? But as a kid, like, when I learned that, I was like, no, you teenagers are doing it wrong. You're supposed to blow like my candy.
Because they also had bubblegum cigars, which I saw on a website. So that was, well, no, that's not only the end of the nicotine. There is the Big League Chew. And that was like just deliver the gum to the kids in a different way. And it was green and pink, right? Just the two colors, I believe.
Yes.
And one tasted like apple, one tasted like bubble gum. And yeah.
Both in quotes.
Yeah, exactly. I would pack that in my mouth and chew for a really long time.
I also adored the gumball machines where they would have a picture, like a cartoon kid playing sports. And then all it would be the world's hardest jawbreaker. And then you could kind of see a faint stamp of like a soccer ball or like a tennis racket. Yeah. You're like, oh, I'm an athlete.
Oh my God. I didn't even
I got a volleyball.
I can't believe it. I didn't have gobstoppers on my list.
Gobstoppers.
Those were nice because they were like small enough that you could reasonably keep them in your mouth. Because remember when you go to the specialty shops, they have jawbreakers that are like a baseball. I was like, I can't even, I'll just like hold on to it and lick it. That's awkward and weird. Nobody wants that. I just would like to jump to this one. Pez. Unpopular pigeon. A pigeon.
Unpopular pigeon Pez.
Unpopular pigeon. They're gross.
Unpopular pigeon, the name of our synth group, Stacey.
Yes, unpopular pigeon.
We're playing at Lydia's this weekend.
Come see us.
See Unpopular Pigeon.
Covers $40. Oh my God. That's creeping me out. You do a good pigeon.
Thank you.
Wow. I appreciate the character of the dispenser, but I feel like the candy are absolutely disgusting.
You have to take the good with the bad.
It's gross.
I was at a garage sale last summer and I found a vintage like 1970s skeletal like skull head Pez, and I adore it, and it's on my shelf.
Good.
Yeah.
But you don't buy the candy and fill it up because it's gross.
No, I'll shake the candy out. It is nasty.
Yeah, I would not eat that.
It's fun watching kids discover that because like, oh, Pez, I want a Pez. And you're like, here you go.
Yeah.
Eat it. And they're like,
finish all those damn candies.
They're chewing it in the front of their, like using their front teeth. Like, thanks for buying me Pez. Oh no, Elsa's got another 8.
Fiona has an Elsa one.
Yeah, got another 8. What would you even call them? Little
pucks,
pills,
cubes,
keep pushing,
tabs. I don't know. Then moving on to jewelry, candy necklaces.
Mm-hmm.
I like distinctly remember the feeling of that cheap ass elastic and nibbling off the candies and getting the elastic all soggy. And then once most of the candies were gone, it was just hanging there. And you loved it.
I was always so afraid I was going to accidentally eat the elastic. Like I'd take a bite and then the elastic would break.
Oh, and they'd strands
everywhere. And then I'd cry. Oh. And then my mom would cry.
And it never really happened.
No.
Ring pops.
Ring pops.
Also in the edible jewelry department of candy, which is crazy. And I think you could get bracelets too, candy bracelets. Ring pops are still around. Again, like a lot of these still doable. This one is the Canadian name. Pop Rocks in the US, but in Canada it was Fizz Whiz.
Fizz Whiz.
And man, did I love that stuff.
Talk about urban legends.
Okay, which one?
You put that and Coke in your mouth and your head explodes.
Oh, didn't know that one.
It actually probably just shoots down the back of your throat and makes you gag.
Or it comes out your nose or something. That sounds terrible. Yeah. But they do still have that. Fiona got a little pack. I forget if it was like in her treat bag this year.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd never, and I got to watch her experience it for the first time, which was super cool because in fairness, it's a pretty unique sensation, right? Having something explode in your mouth like that. It was very cool.
Lick-a-stick? Is that what it was called? Do you remember that?
Lick-a-mate? No. It was dip.
Yeah.
Dipstick?
Did you talk about that 2 seconds ago?
No, but it's on my list.
Okay,
Fun dip.
Fun dip.
But it was the you lick the stick.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one side was purple and one side was green.
And orange. They had cherry, orange, and grape.
And as a kid, you're like, this is amazing. I'm just like wetting a spoon and dipping it in sugar, eating that. And now as an adult, I see my kids look at that. I'm like, you're not eating that. There's no way.
You're not ingesting sugar with sugar.
This isn't even like hiding anything. This is just a bag of sugar.
Yeah.
2 bags, 2 pouches, 2 sugar pouches.
Just to fast forward to like legit pure sugar, pixie sticks.
Pixie sticks.
And I don't know if that's what we called them, if that was the American one, but those giant straws filled with flavored sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all it was.
They look like drugs to me as an adult.
It was a weird way.
Right? Like,
Again,
I feel
how
like
can
that's
we
something
give
people
kids
would
sugar?
people would sneak into a rave. It's a pixie stick.
Yeah, just stick it down the side of my pants and we're good to go.
It glows. I remember when Swedish Berries took over elementary school. Did that happen for you?
I remember when they came out.
Everybody, it was the first like experience we all had as like supply and demand and capitalism, because we had a corner store. God bless their soul. It was called Eddie's. Shout out Eddie's, good people. I still keep in touch with some of them.
Yeah.
The kids unfairly, I still can't say it without laughing, unfairly gave it the nickname the Little Red Ripoff.
Oh, geez.
But they were, it was that confectionery, that aesthetic that I talked about. It's when I think of confectionery, I think of Eddie's. It was right beside Prince Philip School. It was this little red building. They had like one arcade, one pinball game in there. The whole border across the roof were old comic books.
Yeah.
And just every candy, and they started selling Swedish Berries, and we bought them all. There was like a line out the door because they were a cent each, right?
Yeah.
And then one day we showed up, Stacy. One day we showed up, and they were 2 cents. How
did you afford it?
It died that day. Like, props to the Prince Philip School. We said no.
You said no.
We said no.
Wow.
We're not paying
for
2
one
cents.
extra penny.
We're not. Double the price.
Yeah.
And then like that fad died. And then it happened years later with, do you remember, they were like sour balls? Was that what they were called? They were those insanely sour gums.
Sour gumballs?
Yeah, it was like this weird, they came in, those little flat, almost like shoebox, and you tear the top up and you just stick your hand in. It was one of those candies, yeah, and you would just get, and they were 5 cents, and same thing, lined out the door for probably a month solid, and then we showed up one day and it was like 7 cents. Nope. No, you didn't learn. You didn't learn.
And that's the thing is, like, I do remember when they were 1 cent and then they became 5, and now I don't even know, but we still just call them 5-cent candies.
Yeah.
And I do have sort of a section about 1 or 5-cent candies, because that was, again, that whole lure of like being able to just pick and choose as many as you wanted. I was obsessed with Coke bottles.
Yep.
But because remember when the big ones came out, those were 25 cents.
They felt like a tongue.
Exactly. And I was obsessed with them. And I feel like that was reasonably new too, like the Coke flavored candies.
That was a good deal though, because that was way more than 5 times the size of a regular Coke bottle
100%,
for 25 cents.
100%.
Yeah.
The spongy strawberry marshmallow things that are shaped like a little dome.
Gross.
I love those things.
No, I couldn't.
Eric Huber, one time, we talked about them on the air, and he found like 3 bags of them for me, and it was amazing.
Shout out Eric Huber.
And then there was also those weird peanut marshmallows.
Yep.
And I think they still make banana and peach possibly, but like what a
Cuban lunch. Cuban lunch. Are those still here?
No. Well, yes, because guess what?
What's
all
the
the
PC
boomers,
name?
all the
Boomers
boomers were
brought it
like,
back.
I really miss a Cuban lunch. My mom loves Cuban lunches. And I think they brought it back.
Amazing.
And they also brought back the rum and butter chocolate bar that looks like a caramel, but it's like rum and butter flavored. Like the boomers can speak.
God bless
and
the boomers.
shake things down.
They won't retire, but they brought back Cuban lunch. They won't get out of the way for the next generation to take those top spots.
I also wanted to say
it's a good trade-off. I'll be honest.
It's not bad, right? As long as I have my Cuban lunch. The original blue whales.
Yep.
Because remember when they used to look like weird and not appealing at all?
Yep.
And then they went away and came back with a different flavor. And then I really do think the public was like, what are you doing? These aren't blue whales. And now they taste like blue whales again.
Yeah,
which
they got
is,
smaller too.
Yeah, of
Definitely.
course. But how would you even describe the flavor of a blue whale? Is it blueberry? Is it
It's blue
wax?
plastic, but it's
waxy
amazing.
plastic blue.
I could still taste it though.
Oh God,
and it's
I
great.
love them. I love those ones. And there's the texture of them too, where it's like, I don't even know how to describe it, but that holds a special place in my heart.
You have to work to penetrate, and then it's smooth sailing.
Yeah,
Like,
once
it's
you
got
get
like
in, once you punch the skin.
it's got a hard exterior, and it's not even hard. It's just a little thicker than the middle.
It's
The
really
texture really was great.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it too. Is like that's
So
what
you
was
get
enjoyable.
You get your little bag, and then you pick with your hands, and suddenly there were tweezers one year. You're like, all right, I guess I can go.
I
go for
guess.
that. What a
Gross.
difference. Growing up in the 80s, man.
Speaking of taste sensation, or like I should say not sensation, but like the experience of the candy, licorice. I love nibs. Like screw Twizzlers, nibs is where it's at.
Yes.
And that has always been one of my favorites. And when they came out with the super nibs that were like wild berry and like I ingested a lot of that.
Well, eating nibs is a little more dignified than a giant Twizzlers, right?
I
You got this
guess.
big thing and it's all over the place.
And then we used to have fights with them because those things, if you like, whoosh,
yeah.
they're nasty.
Yeah.
But then I want to go back a little bit further. Do you remember? And this was huge for me when I played like in a baseball tournament. And it's the flat red and green licorices that looked like they had been like a strip of Velcro almost.
Yeah,
and then they also came in shoelace form. The taste of that green licorice, and I'm using air quotes because I don't even know if it was allowed to be called licorice, was insane to me because there was something about it where it was like, what is this? This is not licorice. What is it? Why is it green? And I love that stuff.
This isn't candy, but in the 80s, do you remember, was this a thing for girls like it was for boys? They would have sticker books, and then you would buy random packs of stickers for 25 cents.
Oh, with a shard of glass gum inside?
I don't even know if there was gum. I don't think so. It was just this amazing little rectangle package for 25 cents. I was obsessed with the Transformers one.
Okay.
So you buy the book for a couple bucks, and it was just this giant book of empty squares. And then you would like
your
number it,
stickers in?
and then you'd buy stickers, and you'd rip open the package. It's kind of like trading cards, except they were stickers. And then you go in the book, you'd be like, okay, here's number 24.
But didn't they
I'm gonna
come
put
with
it on
gum?
there. I don't think these ones came with gum.
I remember Barbie ones that came with gum. And the gum was always
Yeah, I remember
horrible.
playing cards coming
Yeah.
with gum, but these were just stickers, and I could just I should go on eBay and drop a
grand.
paycheck to relive that moment, just to chase that Transformer stickers high for
Right.
5 seconds.
Do you want to chase the high of a pink elephant?
Yes,
Pink elephant popcorn.
pink elephant popcorn.
What kind of garbage product was that?
Was that the white box that had the prize in the bottom?
And it was like an old school like circus elephant.
Yep.
And there was just
Trying to take away some business from the Cracker Jack box. 'Cause
Right?
It's kind of the same thing.
Cracker Jacks. That was
Sorry,
was good
pink
stuff.
elephant.
But pink elephant again, like what is that flavor? It's not
pink
cotton
elephant.
candy. It's not gum. And the popcorn was so stale because it was packed in a paper box with no sealant of any kind. But damn, it was good. And my mom would buy it for us, like as a treat. We'd be like, yay, stale popcorn.
Cracker Jack, I remember it was all about the prize. And
They
the
had
prize
the
wasn't
prize.
Good.
No,
the
it-
prize wasn't good. The pink elephant didn't have a prize.
I don't think so. And if it did, it was like even shittier than the
Yes.
Cracker Jack prizes.
But I remember Cracker Jack getting a little territorial, and it would say the original prize in the bottom of the box. And I was like, "Damn, Cracker Jack, shots fired."
Fired.
I think Sugar Bear is gonna have something to say about this.
Oh man, something about my sugar crisp. That's cereal.
Yes,
Anyway, nerds. We're going hard candy now.
always classic. Two
Nerds.
sides.
And the dispenser, the way the box dispensed was fun. They were terribly messy if you ever spilt any. But being able to ingest sugar in yet another fun form was just so amazing.
Just it's like Schreier's. Did you ever go to Schreier's? They had one thing, but had like 16 different menu items, and it was all just the same, like pulled pork on a bun, on a half bun, with
On a
with
pizza,
onions,
in a taco.
Yeah, that's all. That's all this candy thing was for kids. And
Well,
still,
exactly.
To this day.
Like I said,
you
it was just
you
another
nailed
way of
it. You're like,
ingesting-
another way of ingesting
Sugar. And then the thing is, what's funny is nerds have still maintained their lore. I don't want to say lore, but now have you had those nerd clusters?
Yeah,
They're so good.
they're good.
They're really,
Nerds
really
was
good.
the triple threat, though. They had great packaging. They tasted good. There was variety. I guess that's a quadrifect, yeah. And then they had the fun little the
They're
dudes.
so cute.
What
chubby
happened
little-
to what happened to those? Well, here's my
nerd
old man
guys?
yells at cloud moments. The hostess, munchies, the nerd guy.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we assign characters?
Yeah, maybe that's
candy
You know what it
anymore.
might be? Too encouraging for children because they're like, "Hey, he's so cute. I want to eat more of that sugar."
Yeah.
Right? Maybe that's it because they always want to take the fun away.
But like, where's the licorice mascot? Why don't we have a like Lorraine
Mr. Nib.
licorice? Mr.
Mr. Nib.
Mr. Nib. Do not Google Mr. Nib,
No,
Stacey.
don't. I won't. Speaking or
Mr.
staying
Nib does not approve of Twizzlers.
on the hard candy train still, Runts.
Runts.
My God, did I love Runts.
Yes, I haven't thought about Runts in 20 years. Runts.
I hated the banana because it was too hard. I'd give it to my brother because he liked it. But Runts I bought those on the regular.
You could justify, they're fruit, Mom.
Yeah.
They're fruit. You don't want me to have fruit?
And then if you wanted to like help with scurvy, there were lemon heads. Do you remember those?
I do remember lemon heads.
They were like, what a terrible flavor for a child.
Didn't it have guy freaking out on the cover?
Something. Yeah. And like my mom liked them, but again, I think it was more of like because like, let's face it, the candies our parents had in the late 50s, early 60s, probably, here's lemon and cinnamon. That's what you got to choose from. And then they were leftovers for us. They were still around, but you'd eat one and you'd be like, this is terrible. I hate this. Why am I doing this to myself? Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you know what else is terrible, kid? Uncle George died in the war.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's talk about that, shall we?
I'll take my candy. Thanks. Yay, cinnamon.
Let's move on to the bubblegum realm, shall we? Because this is...
Hubba Bubba.
Okay.
Double bubble.
Hubba Bubba was... like, there was something about... like unwrapping an individual piece and it being that perfect square of soft, delicious gum that you just and then you started blowing bubbles. Like that's literally what you did with it.
You're on borrowed time, but you started blowing bubbles.
Well, no, that was double bubble and bazooka.
Bazooka.
Where you chewed it for like 4 seconds. You're like, well, that's done. And there was and like you got the joke, the comic in there. And I think that was them trying to compensate for the fact that their gum was actually crap.
Marketing.
It's genius.
I would buy it for the comic book.
For the little comic.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And then my girlfriend...
Bazooka Joe. He didn't go looking for trouble, but trouble always found him.
Always found him.
And he had a dog.
What was his name? Skip? Something. But then like get back to the Hubba Bubba. There was Hubba Bubba, Bubblicious, Bubble Yum. So there were like 3 different actual contenders when it came to bubble gum like that. And then I feel like Double Bubble and Bazooka are in their own category of crappiness because there's nobody else that's trying to compete in that realm, I don't think. But I remember when Hubba Bubba was such a thing, they had like blueberry flavored gum. And nowadays I feel like it's just like, you know, cherry, blah, blah, grape, whatever. But they had blueberry, they had cola, and they had orange and grape. And me and my cousin we chewed so much of that stuff.
I am looking at a Bazooka Joe comic for you. Okay?
Okay.
We'll do a dramatic reading.
Thank you.
Okay. Bazooka Joe and his gang. Panel 1. Some guy with his red turtleneck up past his nose says, Joe, I got these medals at school. Joe says, what did you get them for? Mort. I guess this is Mort. Mm-hmm. So we've established that Mort got medals at school, and Joe is inquiring why he got them. And Mort says, one I got for a good memory, and the other one, ... Are you ready? Here comes the climax. I don't remember.
Hey.
And Bazooka Joe laughs in his face, and Bazooka Joe has a eye patch. I didn't remember that.
Oh, me either.
Dark.
What happened?
What happened to Bazooka Joe's eye?
Did he lose it in the war?
Hey. He got part of his hard gum stuck in his eye.
Maybe that's it. Popped in his eye.
Okay, there's your dramatic reading of Bazooka Joe. Maybe we'll do episode 10.
Ultimately disappointing.
Yeah. And someone wants $2.99 US for that on eBay. That's where I found it. I just Googled and it popped up on eBay.
That's
I guess
funny.
that's like the best. You talk about iconic Bazooka Joe comics. It's the one where Mort
Maybe that's
can't remember.
the one everyone's after.
Yeah.
You talked about Gold Rush Gold Rocks, the little sack of yellow pieces of chewing
It was
gum.
gold, Stacy.
Was it actually gold? I don't know. I feel like the gold
I
stuff.
felt like a prospector.
Absolutely. And just a little bag. Like with the garbage candy, I wanted the little garbage can.
Yeah.
Like you wanted the vessel to lay around in your room.
See, you played with Barbies, though, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
I wasn't a huge Barbie
Those
kid.
props were too small for Barbies. However, as a G.I. Joe guy, the 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joes from the 80s and 90s.
Oh, yeah.
That bag of gold, that
Garbage can.
that garbage can, that mailbox, that toilet, all perfect size, perfect to scale.
Amazing. Yeah, Barbies were way too long for that kind of stuff, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You were talking about sour gumballs.
Mm-hmm.
I remember them coming in either bulk or like in a
Yep.
cellophane package that was long and they were all next to each other. But what happened with those is obviously their popularity of them just being so sour. But do you remember Gleeking?
Yeah.
When I was in grade 7 at Lawson Heights School, I don't remember if his name was Curtis, but there was a guy and a couple other kids who could like almost gleek on purpose.
Shout out Kevin Thompson. He could always gleek on purpose.
And which was amazing to everybody else who couldn't. You're like, how do you do it? Because sometimes you'll gleek by accident, but the ones who could do it so well, would lick these sour gumballs, and instantly the saliva was like
Spray.
in full production. And they would sit there just gleeking on all of us. We
Yeah.
were like, it's amazing. Oh my God, you're so good at this. Disgusting.
Yeah.
But that's what sticks out. Whenever I think of anything sour, I think of being gleeked on by a kid in elementary school as he licked a sour gumball.
Just to be sure, gleeking. What's the, like, it's just this gland
It's
under
the
your
ability
tongue.
to forcefully expel saliva out of the gland under your tongue.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane saying it aloud.
Yeah. And I'm sure I can't do it.
No.
But sometimes you do it by accident and you're like, oh my God, that's disgusting.
Yeah. Kevin made kind of a clicking noise when he did it. I always remember that.
Well, you had to do some weird gymnastics with your mouth in order to make that work.
Did we mention airheads and bonkers?
No.
I think those were kind of late to the game.
I was going to say, because I don't remember, like, what is an airhead? Is it chewy something?
What was an airhead? Bonkers was like Bonkers walked so Starburst could run.
Oh, God, don't even... any kind of those high chews, mojos. Oh, they used to have mojos at Fairhaven Bowling when I was little. I loved mojos. Anything that was like hard to chew, sign me up. That's my favorite kind of stuff.
Okay, these were not the airheads I had as a kid. That doesn't look familiar at all, but I remember something called airheads.
There was also something called punks or punkies or something.
Capitalizing.
Something fun there.
People like punk in the 80s.
Right. Okay.
This is what Johnny Rotten eats.
If we... I want to be just like him. If we want to move now to hard candy.
Okay.
Whistle pops.
Oh my, yes.
Where the actual sucker part was shaped like a legit whistle.
Everyone wins.
And the stick, you could like go... root. Like, what a genius. Like, this is now a toy for me.
Yeah.
While I finish sucking
the
on it.
stick had the little whistle hole in
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Amazing.
And I'm sure that you can find those in some kind of weird random
parents
store.
loved that.
Oh, God, yeah.
Sugar and a noise instrument.
This candy makes noise perfect.
Here's a bunch of sugar.
This one, I don't even know. Those candies that came in a tin, and they were usually like a brass or a dusty gold, and they were fruit, but they had white powder on them.
I do not remember this.
My grandma had them all the time, and it was just they were just hard candy, but they were dusted in like icing sugar. Assuming it was icing sugar.
Nope, Grandma.
That's random. And speaking of grandmas, mine especially, chicken bones,
Explain.
cinnamon, and chocolate.
Chicken bones.
So they were pink and long, so they looked a little bit like a leg bone, but not really. And then inside was just a little bit of chocolate. So it was like a cinnamon hard candy with chocolate inside.
That's bizarre.
And it's so popular in Eastern Canada that they actually make chicken bones like liqueur that you can do shots of.
Really?
I had a conversation about this
so
once.
uncultured.
And then
I did not know this
swear to
existed.
God, there was a candy that was cinnamon and chocolate inside, but then dusted in like and rolled in peanut dust. And this is my white rabbit. I can't find it anywhere, but I know it existed. And I continue to every once in a while be like, cinnamon candy dusted in, and I can't find it anywhere. It's driving me nuts.
Are you remembering it wrong?
There's a very good
Yes.
chance that I'm doing that.
One of my good friends, Mr. Spencer Dirks, has been chasing reindeer candy from his childhood his entire life. He's like,
Reindeer
every year
candy.
he looks it up and he can't find it. He can't find the exact.
What is it?
We don't know. I've tried. He's tried. And this is a guy
Is that where you bought the tiny reindeer and the poop came out?
No,
Okay.
he's explained it to me.
But
and
he
it's
can't
become
explain the candy?
He can't explain. But he
Ooh.
got it one year and he's like, this is the greatest candy ever. I want this every Christmas. And his parents were like, yeah, I couldn't find it the next year. So it was like this one
Flash in the pan.
one thing that, just by happenstance was probably in the counter in 7-Eleven one day, and his
They
mom
grabbed
just
it
was
last
like,
minute.
well, I'll grab it and chuck it in his stocking, and that just left this thing on his brain.
Lasting impression on that poor kid.
And he's probably remembering it wrong. I've done that so many times.
Oh,
where I will
100%.
finally find what I've been looking for my whole life, and it's nothing.
Yep.
Or I'll be like, you got to see this super funny clip. I saw it when I was 15, and it's nothing like I remember.
No, and you feel so dumb for showing it to the person.
Yeah, and it's like aged poorly. Like, oh, yeah.
Continuing on with hard candies, those hard strawberry candies that your grandma always seemed to have.
With the wrapper. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I went to a vintage / retro, not a garage. It was an indoor garage sale. And this one booth was selling all the vintage stuff from like the 70s, whatever. And they had little dishes around their stall with those strawberry candies. And I was like, oh my God, where did you find those? And I think he's like, I just ordered them online. And I was like, because that was the biggest thing is your grandmas would have them, but where would they get them?
Yeah.
And were they that good? Like, weren't they chewy inside?
I don't know if I ever got that far. They were rock hard.
I think they were chewy inside.
I always assumed that my grandma's candy dish had that collection of candy for like a decade, and that's why they were so hard. And
I think they just always had the same
one
thing.
day she came back with like, I got a brand new bag of candy. Let's go. And that wasn't it. It wasn't age. They were just rock hard and miserable upon
and they would
purchase.
Sometimes they would cut your
Yeah,
tongue.
they'd have those.
Like a little bubble inside, and
Yeah.
it would like slice your tongue. God,
Why?
why did we eat them? Continuing with hard candies, all the lifesaver flavors.
Butter rum.
Butter rum.
Butter rum stands undefeated as the greatest lifesaver.
It's the best. And remember the Christmas books.
Yeah.
That was always in our stocking. Yeah. Here's 8 packages of hard candy for you. And you'd be like, sweet, because they were delicious.
I bought my kids a roll of assorted lifesavers from Dollarama just like 2 weeks ago. I was like, look, they
have
still
them?
have lifesavers. I don't know if they brought it back.
Like just old school red, orange, yellow, green.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Because I think we brought this up previously, and maybe that's what spawned the whole candy topic. When I was younger, our parents, we would go to the like North Dakota, South Dakota for summer vacations. And the biggest thing for us, because like, let's face it, North Dakota is basically Saskatchewan. It's not that exciting.
Sure.
Except for the Badlands. But we would just want to go to a grocery store or something because we wanted to explore their candy. Mm-hmm. And when we went there, they had Lifesaver holes. So it was a little tube that had a flip on it, and you could shake out the middles of Lifesavers candies. And I was like, again, just change the shape for me.
Coming for you, Tic Tacs.
Right?
How old were you when you realized in Tic Tacs you're supposed to flip it upside down and shake it till one pops into the little dish?
Little dish, yeah. I remember seeing that online, and I was like, well, no one ever showed me that.
No.
I just shook it till something came out. I thought that's what you did.
That's good life advice.
It is. Lifesavers also came out with a candy called Cream Savers,
I do not remember that.
which are hard again, like shaped like a Werther's maybe, but it was like meant to mimic cream mixed with strawberry, cream mixed with peach, cream mixed with raspberry, and they were really delicious. Like we bought those in the States too all the time. We talked about goodies. Okay, let's go a little bit more old school. This one is weird, but it still exists, and I just don't understand why. Those Macintosh Taffies.
Macintosh Taffy, really?
The red box.
Never my first choice, but if someone gives it to me, I will not buy it. I won't. Just absolutely last on my list. But if it's available, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's
not
delicious,
bad.
but it's
Yeah.
never like what I'm looking for.
No.
But the fact that it has stuck around and lasted for so long and not been outdone by anything else, like Jersey Milk chocolate bars, don't exist anymore.
No.
Because they just weren't flashy enough. It's almost like a leftover boomer thing, I think. Because my mom loves Macintosh Taffy. She's like, I used to put it in the fridge and then throw it down the stairs and eat the little pieces. But it's just not a thing anymore.
Is there a national pride attached to it?
Maybe.
Like,
because it's Canadian, right?
sure. But if you're like Scottish Canadian, you're like, that's my jam.
I guess.
Can't let this die.
My heritage of really
I'm
chewy toffee.
I'm going to support the homeland through my
buying
Macintosh.
Okay.
I can never let it go.
I've been dying to talk about this one. The Neapolitan taffy that was flat and it came in wax paper.
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
I remember passing on it.
Was
that
it was
really?
It was strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate
Yeah.
taffy rolled super flat and in wax paper.
The wax paper.
Because you had to be able to get the taffy off the paper.
Yes.
And I looked into this, and the only thing that I can see that makes sense is McCraw's. McCraw's taffy. But I really thought it had like, because you know how there's like Laffy Taffy?
Yes.
I thought it had its own name, but I cannot find it anywhere. But I remember eating that stuff like on repeat. I would wrap it around my finger.
The wax paper was such a disconnect for me. The same thing with like Fruit by the Foot when we got a little older. I'm like, okay, all right. Pinky in the air. My candy has wax paper. Like this is not for the working class.
Oh man,
This is what the rich kids in my class probably go home and eat. Mumsy.
Please have a Neapolitan taffy.
It seems to be sticking. Perhaps you could put some wax paper between my candy.
It just made sense, Curtis.
Ring for the butler. Get him to do it. I'd pull that shit apart. Like I'd struggle. You know? Oh, God. Yeah.
It was
wax paper.
It was delicious. I loved it. And I know you can still get it at retro stores, but it's just not the same. I thought maybe we could delve into chocolate bars a little.
Sure.
Because I feel like most of the ones we ate when we were kids are still around.
Yep.
Actually.
When I want a chocolate bar, I just get stuck in my head where I'm like, Mr. Big is the biggest. But like Mars and Snickers seems so much more compact. And I don't know what's the better value.
You like the size matters to you?
Size always matter.
Okay.
You're lying if you say it doesn't.
No, and that's why Charleston Chews, do you remember those bad boys?
But I mean, you're going like, I don't know, the O. Henry, there's not a lot going on. There's a lot of air in there. It's not dense.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So I feel like you're still getting a better deal with like a Snickers or a Mars, even though it's half the size.
Oh, you need to go eat more then.
Eat more.
Oh, I love an eat more bar. So good. I do want to give a special shout out because these don't exist anymore. And do you remember, I don't know if this is what they were called, but Nielsen made them and they were little boxes and you could get like rosebuds, slow pokes, little mints,
Yes.
fudge clusters. It was like their own knockoff version of any kind of chocolate bar.
The little, like, yes.
And we would sell them at
mints.
Zellers and they would be like, I don't know, $1.50, but then on certain sale days, we'd have them for like 99 cents. People would come through the tills and buy like 20 of them at a time because it was just like reasonably good chocolate for so cheap.
This has been the absolute highlight of this podcast so far of episode 10. I remember that. They somehow tasted like chocolate.
Yeah.
And they, like the little mint, they were like white, weren't they?
Oh, you're thinking of...
The little box.
No, because Nielsen was like a brown box, but just different kinds of...
What am I thinking of then? It was like a white box, and they were like white mints, but they tasted like chocolate, but it wasn't quite chocolate. It was this magical flavor.
Weird.
Oh.
Also, okay, remember going to a
They were
restaurant?
kind of like icy colds. Remember those squares?
Oh, icy squares?
Yes, it was kind of like that. Only they were
Chocolate?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
And first of all, I hate icy squares.
Wow. All right.
Gross.
Wow. What
And my
is
grandma
this?
had them all the time. They melted so fast.
gotta
And
be
I just
quick.
didn't like the taste of them.
I got shit to do, Stacey.
Yeah, I gotta eat this icy square. Let's go. Let's go. I got 3 seconds before it melts. Okay, but also...
I got to clear up the afternoon for the hard candy.
Yeah, I gotta make time for these lemon heads. When you went to a restaurant, though, and they would have that dish of mints that looked like little pillows and they were all pastel, what texture is that?
Yeah. I know
Like,
exactly
what is that texture? Because it was like crunchy, but then it dissolved right away, but then it became compacted and stuck in your teeth.
And then
like,
sometimes people would think that was for Christmas, and there'd be like that bag of those, the hard white with the red stripes.
yeah, oh, like traditional hard Christmas candy?
Isn't that kind of what the restaurants had though too? Wasn't it very similar to that?
Maybe. And then remember cleanliness came in because people would just like reach in and grab a mint and all of a
Nobody
sudden
cared. Nobody
people were like,
cared in the
hey,
80s.
did you wash your hands?
Sorry, I'm busy bobbing for apples.
Yeah, exactly. So back to chocolate bars. Jersey Milk, rest in peace. Thank you for coming out.
Pouring out for Jersey Milk.
Do you remember when Score came on the market? Score bars?
Not when they came, but I remember Score. That was a game changer.
I remember because it was like this new chocolate
Bomb
bar.
went off in elementary school.
And it was so thin.
Yeah.
And like now Score Bits exist and then you put them in desserts and stuff like that. But again, if I'm ever like, I want a chocolate bar, I am never choosing a Score bar.
Yeah.
Or a Crispy Crunch.
Yeah.
Crispy Crunch is weird. It gets stuck in my teeth.
It's flaky.
Yeah, I like the flaky part, but not the hard stuff. It gets caught in my teeth. And then another chocolate bar that does not exist anymore, but I loved it, and it was called Choclair.
Choclair, yes.
And I don't know, there was something, and they marketed it really, I don't want to say romantically, but like quite
elegantly
for the adults.
Yes.
And my mom got hooked on them, and then I was like, oh yeah, sign me up.
Yeah.
And they don't have those anymore.
No.
They're so good.
They probably got sued by the Canadian rapper Choclair.
I was just going to say that.
We should post the video for, what was the one hit, Hustlin'?
I don't even know. My God. And then I had Charleston Chew on there as well, just randomly thrown down. Because Charleston Chews you can still get. They are nice and long, so if you're looking for bang for your buck, those are one of them. And then I guess maybe just for the fun of it, Big Turks.
Big Turks.
That's one of those things where some people are like, oh my God, I love that. And then the other person's like, gross.
Yeah,
But you know what? Chocolate covered jubes, not terrible. Australian licorice covered in chocolate.
When you pitch it like that.
Amazing.
Yeah. That's been a lot of information today.
It has. And that is technically the end of my candy list.
You did your due diligence this week, and I appreciate it.
This weekend? I did this like 20 minutes before.
That's 20 minutes well spent. That was the most research you've ever done for one of these. And I came in cold and I came in blind. But two things. I cannot believe how good fudge is. When you get that slice of fudge, like it's a loaf of bread. I have that moment of like, I'm never going back to chocolate bars. I can't.
Here's where we need to separate, because I hate fudge.
Wow. But my point is, it's so good. And then I'm like, oh, what, $4? Nah, I'm going to go get my 89-cent Mr. Big. I'm priced out of fudge. You don't like fudge?
No, it's too sweet.
Oh, God.
It's too sweet for me. And I appreciate the texture of fudge. Don't get me wrong, that silkiness or whatever, but it's always way too sweet. My dad loves fudge. Maple walnut, sign him up.
There's a person at like a deli counter. You have to like order it.
I'll have a slab of cookies and cream and strawberry.
And she's like, yes, and she's got gloves on. And
I know. And that's a very old-fashioned boomer style thing where you went to the candy counter at the co-op and they sliced you off some fudge.
Right. Why do I want that?
I know.
I just can't afford it.
You know what, though?
I don't make fudge money here.
That's the thing. They've got them at the trade show still.
I know they do.
But it's insanely expensive.
Yeah. And then sometimes they have that little sample. You're like, this is going to have to do me over.
I'm going to come back for another one just in case.
Yeah. But we should finish, though, of like growing up, Saskatoon. What were the stores? Like, again, I grew up right by Prince Philip Elementary School, and there was Eddie's, and then right beside Eddie's opened up, it was called Dino's, might still be called Dino's Confectionery. So another confectionery opened up right beside.
Oh, wow. Competition.
Yeah.
Mine were Ralph's Confectionery was the big one. I lived in Confed or Pacific Heights.
Okay.
And we had that one. That was just kind of like the go-to, but I don't remember the names of like independents, because here's the other thing. When I was younger, it was very rare that I actually did get to go to the confectionery because it was a ways away and my parents weren't keen with me just like walking 16 blocks to go buy candy. So I think Max and Ralph's were my big main ones that I went to, but also Mayfair Drugs on 33rd Street because it was by my grandma's house. Grandma would let us walk down.
Grandma didn't care.
She didn't care.
Bring me back some Marlboros.
Right. Yeah, right. But those were my main ones was Ralph's and Max. And then when Max ditched and went to the Circle K, boo.
Boo.
Give me the Plutard.
Give me the cat with a toque logo.
Was it an
Max.
Owl? I thought it was an owl.
Well, there's a Max cat. Am I remembering that wrong?
Possibly. Mandela effect.
Uh-oh. I'm sure it was a cat at one point.
I think it's an owl. Hold on a sec here.
Max cat.
Max Confectionery logo?
Yeah. There was an owl at one point, but wasn't it a cat?
Oh my God, Curtis. Yes. Like a big Cheshire looking cat. With a tiny Scottish cap.
Though. Yeah, a Scottish cap.
Yeah, and I think
I'm glad you said that. I was it's like a homeless person's hat.
Like a hobo hat. No. Okay, well the owl must have come later. Max Convenience Store shut down in 2017.
Owly. Oh, yeah, he's winking at you.
And then, the other one. Because, like, Max with the owl still exists in Quebec, I believe. But here for us in Western Canada, it's Circle K. And I'm sorry, that's just not appealing.
There used to be that wonderful section when you were waiting in line at the grocery store with your mom. There'd just be that row of candy, right? Like
at the tills?
above the conveyor belt thingy.
Yeah.
And that would always get me.
Well, that's what they do.
Mom.
Yeah.
And she'd be like trying to read the National Choir. She's like, not now. Bat Boy has been discovered in Ireland.
Yeah. This little kid with wings and fangs for teeth.
What a time to be alive.
That was a fun time to be alive. Okay, well, that was a great trip down diabetes lane with all that candy.
I somehow have both my feet, and I don't know how, Stacey.
Honestly. And if there's anything we forgot, feel free to remind us. You can always, this is the thing, I don't know, and maybe I should find out about this before I talk about it, but when someone's listening to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, or via...
where all good podcasts are posted.
Exactly, Facebook or Instagram. I don't know how people can comment. So, if you feel like commenting, you could also just like email me, scooper@cruisefm.com.
Stop by and bang on the door here.
Don't do that.
Yell.
Hey, I want to talk about candy with you guys. Please.
You forgot Pop Rocks.
Oh, crap. And that's a way to get a message to us, I guess, if you wanted to comment on something. So, we are going to wrap this one up like a candy.
Oh,
sorry, that's terrible.
You've been waiting an hour to say that.
Right? Wrap it
You've
up,
had that
guys.
written on your hand before we hit record.
But that does it for episode 10 of
Always
the
a
Out
pleasure.
of Tune
Always a
podcast.
pleasure. Thank you so
really
much.
Is.
I always leave here with a giant smile on my face.
And a couple cavities.
And then I walk out of here and it's back to adulthood. It's back to reality.
We will see you next time for episode 10.
Thanks for listening to the Cruise FM Out of Tune podcast. Check back for new episodes wherever you get your podcasts or at cruisefm.com.